Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have now got our book collection. Yeah, well, I have all these other books I enjoy reading and always probably will keep on my shelf. So I cannot wait to add like any new ones or anything like that. Oh my god, sorry, these seagulls are so loud. So anyway, let's get to these collections. If there's anything that's coming out this year by Fairloot or anything like that I know of, I will let you know. But they will be starting a new pile of stuff because I have now basically finished my rewatch and reread series. So obviously you'll be seeing the new stuff time this comes out anyway. First up we have is the Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I love this book so much, okay, and I am looking forward to the next book. I am just going to put these on the shelf because it's going to be a bit difficult for me to try and do these at all. Then we have Foxglove as well, and then we do have the third book, which is going to come September, November. So, right. And then we have The Second Death of Edie and the Violet Bond by Amanda Glaze. I can't be bothered to put it back and forth now. Then we have What Walks These Halls by Amy Clarkin. There is a second book in this series, but because this series here is actually done by Unplugged, I do wonder if Unplugged is actually going to do the second book in the series. Then we have The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie O. 1 second. Then obviously we have my Cassandra Clare sets. We have the City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels. Did you know the girl that played in the series, I believe, is the same girl who's in The Modern Family? The girl who's, is it The Modern Family? Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. She's always like the drunk girl. If I can remember to put a picture up, I'll probably do that. But I was like, oh my god, she's in that. Then we have City of the Lost Souls. We have Maya, the wolf. Then we have City of the Heavenly Fire. I am pausing these, so bear with me. Okay, then we have the Dark Artifact series, which is Lady Midnight, Lord of the Shadows, and Queen of Air and Darkness. Okay, then next up we have Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron, and Chain of Thorns. Now I do hope that Fairloot will do the Infernal Devices series, because I missed out when Luma Crate did that, and I was like, I'm not going to buy it because I've already had the original, but I bought all the other sets but set from that one. So I do hope someone's going to be announced to do the Infernal Devices soon. Maybe it won't be till probably next year, but I do want that set. So if someone has got the special edition and it's not going to cost me so much, please let me know. Anyway, okay, next up we have is the Twin Crowns by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle. And then we do have the second book, Cursed Crowns. I do have the third book that is my list. In my pile of books to read. Okay, next up we do have these Violet Delights by Chloe Glong, and Our Violet Ends. I still haven't read the other ones that she had because obviously every time I was at the time they came out, the books were out by well, I was at work and it was a bit annoying, so hopefully I'll be able to sort myself out and try and get some of those. So there's that. Next up we have is the Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. Obviously still waiting for this to come in a movie, I think. The Deck of Omens and the Drowning Summer. Next up we have is The Hunterland by Dana Clare. There's actually a second book coming out. And I did not know that. So this is obviously edition by Unplugged as well. So I do wonder if they are going to do the second book. We'll see though. Okay, then next up we have is the Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. And the second book to that is The Dragon's Promise. I do think I need to get the, the Disney retellings and all that. What if something else happened to them? I need to start getting them again because I really did enjoy reading those. Okay, next up we have is the Next Door Incubus by Emelina Rose, the Demonic Desires, and the Queen of Lust. And also by the same author is The Twins. I do have Submitting by the Alpha by the same author as well, and I cannot read that. That is book 1. Okay, next up we have is The Violet Made of Thorns by Gina Chen. That's the only book so far out. Just got myself in the face with that. There's that one. Next up we have is The Haunted Adeline by H.D. Carlton. I've got the second book, so you know. Then I have Icebreaker by Hannah Grace and Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I do plan to get Daydream by Hannah Grace as well, so at the end of this month, when I'm filming this in August, so end of August I will be getting the Works edition because it has sprayed edges, so obviously I will be reading that. Oh, well, I could have added that into the list, couldn't I? Yeah, I'll be adding that to my list as well. I should have added that to my list. Oops. Oh well. Okay, next up is we have A Forgery of Roses by Jessica S. Olsen. Then we have Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. I actually love this. Okay, next up we have is Murder of Crows by Kate Ockram. This is a part of the Lethal Lit series. There is a book 2, but I cannot get it on paperback yet. Disappointed. Then we have Darling by Kate Ockram as well. This is a Peter Pan retelling. Then we have A Lust for Blood by Casey Smith. I'm waiting for book 2 to be announced. I don't know when. Then we have is Neon Gods by Katie Roberts. Electric Idol. Wicked Beauty. Radiant Sin. And Cruel Seduction. And I do have the other 2 books as well. Then we have Bone Cries Moon by Catherine Purdy. And the second book, which is Bone Cries Dawn. Then we have is The Forest Green by Catherine Purdy as well. There is a second book coming out of that series. Then we have is Anna Dressed in Blood by Kendra Blake and Girls Nightmares. Owlcrate is doing an special edition box with these 2 books in it. Hell yes, I'm going to be getting those. Okay, I love these 2 books. So I cannot wait to get those. Then we have is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Mansgallo. I can't say the word, I do apologise. Then we have the second book, which is Kingdom of the Curse and Kingdom of the Feared. Then we have Throne of the Fallen. There is a second book apparently coming to this book as well. Ooh. Then we have Threads That Leads That Bloodbind, sorry, by Kiki Hatzopolo. There is a second book. I have pre-ordered it, but unfortunately it's not going to come until September, November, so we'll not be able to read the second book of that. Then, I don't know. I was really excited when I got this book, but I don't know whether I should pass it along because I was happy I've read it, but I don't want to keep it on my shelf as much longer. So I might actually pass this along to someone else instead. So I will be passing this on. Next book is The Bone Spindle by Lindsay Venda. And then we have The Severed Thread as well. We do have The Cursed Rose in my new book series, so I'll be reading them. Okay, so the next up we have is These Hollow Vows by Lexi Ryan. And These Twisted Bonds by Lexi Ryan. And I do have a book coming by Lexi Ryan. I can't remember what it's called. Beneath These Stars. I do have that pre-ordered and that should be coming end of this year as well. So it will be coming the time I have filmed these anyway. Like I said, it's in August. I probably would have had them arrived. So there's that. Next we have is The Forest of Souls by Laura M. Lee. And then we have Broken Web as well. We do have the Lost of Souls book by the same author as well. And I cannot wait to reread these series again. Then we have Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone. And then we do have The Forest of Fault as well in the series. Okay, so next up we have is Spice Road by Myra Ibrahim. So I think there's a second book coming out in this series. Then we have The Poison Season by Marla Rutherford. Next up we have is The Girls from Hush Cabin by Marie Hoy Kenny. Then we have Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Robinson. Sorcerer Thorns. Mysteries of Thorn Manor. And Vespertine, I don't know how to say that, but you know, or by Margaret Robinson. Okay, then next up we have is the Bonesmith by Nikki Poro Petro. Do have the second book of that, but again, it's not coming yet. Then I have the Never King by Nikki St. Crowd. This is a Peter Pan retelling, smart edition. Then we have the Dark One, Their Vicious Darling, and the Fae Princes. I tell you now, I love that series, okay? I love it. Next up we have is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarrows. I enjoy these very much. And then I do have Iron Flame as well, and I cannot wait for the third book to come out and have it. So I got these edition, I think, from the works as well, so that's pretty cool. Then I have Wicked As You Wish by Rin Shibuko. I do have the second book in the series, and there is a third book in the series as well, but it's not out in paperback yet. So obviously, it's key in there. Okay, the next up we have is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, The Ballad of Never After, and Curse of True Love. All good books, by the way. Then we have Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Then we have The Heart of the Sun Warrior as well. And then there is I think it's part of the series. It's like I think it's like a 1.5 or something. It's like a novella almost. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But I'm going to do a new book by that author as well. Okay, so next up we have is My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. I do have more books by the author coming. Next up we have is The Shadows Between Us by Tricia Levenseller. I do have the second book, The Darkness Within Us. I cannot wait to read that book. By the same author, I do have Bait of Secrets and The Master of Iron. Next up as well, we have only a few more books. We have Only a Monster by Vanessa Len, and the second book in the series, which is Never a Hero as well by Vanessa Len. And then finally, and last but not least, in my book haul, part of my book collection is Dom and Becca by Willow Winters, and it is the Dirty Dom series. So that is all my books I have for the moment, because obviously I do have a lot more books, but I haven't read them yet, so I don't know what I'm going to think about them. So obviously they will be passed along if not, but anyway, that is fine. That is everything I have. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time.